Example B. Noah is given 2 beakers of saline solution in chemistry class. One contains 3% saline solution and the other an 8% saline solution. How much of each type of solution will Noah need to mix to create 150 milliliters of a 5% solution? Step 1. To solve this problem, write and solve a system of linear equations. Let x represent the number of milliliters of 3% and y represent the number of milliliters of 8%. Write one equation based on the amounts of liquids being mixed. Write another equation on the amounts of saline in the final solution. So we know that we want 150 total milliliters, and we want it to be at that 5% mixture. And remember that our x's were 3% and our y's were 8%. And the total of the two should be 5%. To solve this system of equations by elimination, decide to eliminate the x variable. So in the first equation, we're going to multiply everything by -3. So I got -3x minus 3y equals -450. In the bottom equation, I'm going to multiply everything by 100. That gets rid of those decimals that we had earlier. We've got 3x plus 8y equals 750. This 7.5 came from 0.05 times 150. Okay. So then what they did was they added the two equations together. They eliminated the x's, got 5y equals 300, said y must be 60. To find the value of the other, we must substitute into one of the original equations. X plus y equals 150, so x plus 60 equals 150, and x must equal 90. Check your answer by substituting into the original second equation. So we've got 0.03 times 90, 0.08 times 60, and we're trying to see if that's going to equal that 7.5. 2.7 plus 4.8 does indeed equal 7.5. So Noah needs 90 milliliters of the 3% and 60 milliliters of the 8% in order to make 150% 5% solution. Let's take a look at try these B. It says, solve each system using elimination. 7x plus 5y equals -1, and 4x minus y equals -16. So I already see opposite signs here. So I have a 5 here and a 1 here. All I would need to do is multiply this bottom equation by 5 and keep the top equation as it is. So we've got 7x plus 5y equals -1. On the bottom, we're going to have 20x minus 5y equals -80. When we add those together, we get 27x equal to -81. When we divide, that's going to give us x equals -3. But remember, that's only one part of my answer. I still have to find the y. I'm going to plug it back into that original equation. 7 times -3 plus 5y equals -1. -21 plus 5y equals -1. 5y equals 20, and y must equal 4. Lastly, I want to check it into the second original equation. So we're going to do 4 times negative 3 minus 4 equals negative 16. Oh, sorry. Question if that equals negative 16. This is going to be negative 12. Negative 12 minus 4 is negative 16. So negative 16 does indeed equal negative 16. B. Make sense of problems. Mary had $25,000 to invest. She invested part of the amount at 3% annual interest and part at 5% annual interest. The amount of interest she earned for both investments was $1,100. How much money did she invest at each rate? Now, to find interest, it is principal times rate times time. Now, we're going to let X represent our 3% interest rate and Y represent our 5% interest rate. How much did we invest altogether? $25,000. So X plus Y must equal 25,000. We know that our interest for one plus the interest for the other equals $1,100. Well, we know that X is at 3%. So I know principal, so X, times my interest, which is 0.03. And we're keeping it in there for 1 year, so that's going to be times 1. Plus 0.05 times Y is going to equal $1,100. Next, what we're going to do is we need to get our coefficients to be the same. So I'm going to take this top equation and I'm going to multiply everything through by -5. And the bottom equation, I'm going to multiply everything through by 100. That gives me -5x minus 5y equals -$1,225. Sorry, $125,000. Here we're going to have 3x plus 5y equals 110,000. When we add those together, my y's will cancel now. I'm left with -2x equals -15,000. When I divide by -2, I get x equals 7,500. That's only half the problem. So I got 7,500 for 3%. And now I need to find my y, my 5%. So we're going to do 7,500 plus y equals 25,000. So y is going to equal 17,500. Now, don't forget, we always want to check it in that bottom equation. So we've got 0.03 times 7500 plus 0.05 times 7517500, and this should equal 1100. But we're double checking this, right? We're questioning that. 0.03 times 7500 is $225. 0.05 times 17500 equals 875. 875 plus 225 equals 1100, which does equal the number we were looking for. So our answer would be $7,500 at 3% interest and $17,500 at 5% interest. On to the next set of questions.